Hello folks, Y Guy here again. Before I give the title of this video, I want to thank you. I want to thank you, my viewers. Especially those who have subscribed to this YouTube channel. Simply put, you honor me. You honor me greatly. However, the reason I'm doing these videos is because I've discovered something. First off, it has nothing to do with my ego. I've discovered something wonderful and awesome. What I've discovered is that you are of great value. You are of immense worth. You are worth so much that there was one, as a parable goes, there was one who sold all that he had. He gave up everything that he had to purchase you. You are a pearl. You are a pearl of great price, of great value, of great worth. Every man, woman, and child that has ever been born and taken a breath, has been purchased. Everyone has this great value. Not just man, woman, child, but all of creation has this great value, has been purchased by this one. That's why I do these videos. I hope that made sense. This video is called The Y Guy and Creation. Now I want to take you on a journey with me of a treasure hunt. I'm going to look specifically for a treasure using the Book of Treasures. That's my new coined phrase for this wonderful book. The Book of Treasures. And I'm going to look through the eyes of my previous belief system, my previous paradigm, in searching for this treasure. And let's see if I find it. And I invite you to join in with me. In the beginning, Genesis 1:1, God created the heaven and the earth. And then, let there be light. So light was created, and God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. Okay, this is verse 1 through 5. And what's interesting is we got day and night, and yet the sun and moon haven't been created yet. They won't be created until verse 16. Isn't that fascinating? But yet this isn't the treasure I'm looking for, okay? And there was evening and there was morning one day. Okay, so far in this passage, God created heaven and the heavens and earth and light and darkness, day, night. Possibly it could be viewed as he created time at this point. Verse 6, let there be an expanse in the midst of the waters. Land ho, I see land. God made the expanse and separated the waters which were below the expanse from the waters which were above the expanse. Water in the sky. Kind of sounds like a country and western song, doesn't it? Okay, so God created water, he created land, he created sky, clouds, ozone layer, underground water, he created below, he created above, which tells me at that point he created gravity in order for there to be a below and above. Verse 11 rather. Then God said, let the earth sprout vegetation, fruit trees with seeds, and let them be for signs and for seasons, for days and for years. Now, what does plants, fruit, seeds, seasons, years have to do with what I'm looking for? Okay, the treasure I'm looking for. That I know God had to have created. Verse 16, God made the two great lights, the greater light to govern the day and the lesser light to govern the night. He made the stars also. This is where he created the sun, moon, and stars. But you just wait. My treasure's coming. It has to be here somewhere. Verse 20, let the waters teem with swarms of living creatures and let birds fly above the earth. And God created the great sea monsters. Okay, I get the birds and the fish and things like that. But sea monsters? Maybe we're talking about dinosaurs or whales. I don't know. I really don't. Verse 22, be fruitful and multiply. Sounds an awful lot like sex to me. Let the earth bring forth living creatures after their kind, cattle and creeping things, and beasts of the earth after their kind. Okay, every kind of animal and bug has a desire for sex. That's obvious. But it still isn't addressing what I'm looking for, the treasure I'm looking for. That has to be created. Then the Lord God formed man of dust from the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. But now before man was even created, the birds were alive, and the animals were alive, and the trees were alive, and the bugs were even alive. I mean, everybody's alive, but yet at this point God created the breath of life, something new. But this still isn't the biggie I'm looking for. Chapter 2, verse 9, God caused to grow. He just created growth. The tree of knowledge of good and evil. That's interesting. God created knowledge. I can get that. God created good. I can understand that. But what the heck? God created evil? Wow, I even found other verses that even come right out and say that. That's interesting. What I'm looking for, it's got to be right around the corner since evil's on the scene. Now, God created rivers and gold and beryllium and onyx, and then later on talking about the tree you shall not eat. So he created gems and gold and all that, and now he created rules even. Wow. Verse 22 of chapter 2, God fashioned into a woman. Look out, fellas. 25, and the man and his wife were both naked and were not ashamed. Sounds like God created nudists to me. You know, I kept reading and reading and reading. Did I happen to mention I kept reading? And yet I still didn't find my treasure? I went to the book of Isaiah, where God created music and musical instruments and angels and Lucifer himself. And yet I couldn't find it. So far, what God has created, what I've read that God has created is heaven and heavens, earth and light, darkness, day, night, time, land, water, sky, music, musical instruments. Oh my, gravity, plants, food, fruit, seeds, seasons, years, sun, moon, stars, life, birds, fish, sea monsters, sex, animals, bugs, the breath of life, man, woman, knowledge, good, evil, rivers, gold, gems, rules, possibly nudists, angels, devil. All of that is mentioned that he created. But where is hell? Where's hell in all of this? I've read numerous Bibles. I can't find it anywhere in here where God created hell. It just is. It doesn't exist. Folks, man created hell. Out of his imagination, man created hell. Let me say it again. Man created hell. God did not. If he did, he would have put it in there. Well, obviously he must have, because what? There is no must have because anything. Because what you're telling me, I'm getting a little passionate here. I can't help myself, okay? What you're telling me here is that seeds and bugs, the knowledge of their creation, is far more important than you? Seeds, plants, come on, really? That's what you're saying. In conclusion, why is it so important to stop? And I mean stop believing in hell. Why is it so important? There's numerous reasons, but here's one. Here's just one of many reasons. Because if you believe God will abandon countless billions in hell for all eternity, if you honestly believe that, okay, then consciously or subconsciously, self-righteously, it makes it so much easier just to blow off people. Just blow them off. People and unbelievers as being utterly worthless. Just the opposite of the value that Christ holds. Thank you for viewing.